What's going on, everybody? And we're back here with some more Dokkan Battle, and in today's video we will be taking a look at the new Carnival LR Caulifla and Kale. We do have him here, so let's go ahead and go over what this character's doing, and then we'll hop into an event and see what they're looking like in game. So their leader skill is Universe 6 4 key, 220% to all stats. Now at the time of me recording this video, the EZA has dropped for the tech Caulifla and Kale, and their EZA is really good, so they do help out the Universe 6 team a lot. I still think that this team is just missing one more EZA or Super EZA, and then maybe Universe 6 can become a competitive team. I feel like they're on the brink of becoming competitive. With Hit, the Tech Caulifla and Kale, I think this LR is going to be really good. So like I said, I think they're on that cusp. They're on that cusp of becoming a really competitive team. So Caulifla, on her 12 key super attack effect, she raised attack and defense for one turn, caused colossal damage to the enemy, and then raises chance of evading enemies' attacks, including supers, and chance to perform a critical hit by 6% for one turn. And then on her 18 key, greatly raised attack and defense for one turn, caused mega colossal damage to the enemy, and then raises chance of evading enemies' attacks, including supers, by 26% for 3 turns. So for that 3 turns, you can look at it as she'll have it up for 2 full rotations. Example, you do the 18 key on turn 1. Once she shows back up on turn 3, she will still have that 26% chance to dodge. So 2 full rotations, she'll have that dodge up. Then her passive, basic effect, she gets 6 key, 200% to attack and defense. Launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super. Then when receiving an attack for the first time within the turn, evades enemy's attack. So for that very first attack that is targeted towards her, she will dodge it. That works really well against bosses that fire off an AoE, but you know, they easily could have gave her the AGL UI Goku ability where he just guaranteed dodge for the first turn. That, you know, they could have just gave her that, but for that very first attack that is targeted towards her, she will dodge it. But before receiving an attack within the turn, she gets 20% damage reduction. After evading an attack, she gets 120% to attack and defense. Launches an additional super attack and then 40% damage reduction for 6 turns. For every attack performed, she gets 2 key up to 6, and then she gets 40% to attack and defense up to 120. With 23 key spheres obtained, she gets evades enemies' attacks. So once she gets the full field of key, she'll get guaranteed dodge. So she needs the full field of key orbs to get that guaranteed dodge. Starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle, meet up with Ssj2 Kale and can perform the reversible exchange. Change key spheres all to physical. So once Kale shows up, this Caulifla will change the entire field to physical orbs. So now you can get this ability right here. Her active skill can be activated starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle, once only, be it before or after the reversible exchange. So once Kale does show up, you have access to Caulifla's active skill. Active skill effect causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and then Universe 6 category allies get 1 key and 16% to attack and defense in battle. That's a really strong active skill effect, giving, you know, in battle support. Yes, I really do think her active skill is very strong, and I think that's going to be the pride of this character is her active skill, because I mean, giving support, whew, like on that magnitude, because it's an active skill support, so it's going to be a lot stronger than what it actually reads on paper. So let's go ahead and exchange over to Kale, and then we'll go over what Kale's doing, and then we'll hop into an event and see what they're looking like in game. So Kale, on her 12 key, she greatly raises attack, so she doesn't get any defense on her super attack. Cause colossal damage to the enemy, and then raises chance of performing a critical hit and chance of evading enemies' attacks, including supers, by 6% for 1 turn. So that second half of her 12 key super attack effect, identical to the Caulifla's. And then on her 18 key, she's massively raising attack for 1 turn, still no defense. Cause mega colossal damage to the enemy, and then raises chance of performing a critical hit by 26% for 3 turns. So just like Caulifla, she'll have that crit chance up for 2 full rotations. So Kale's active skill, basic effect, can perform the reversible exchange with Ssj2 Caulifla, gets 200% to attack and defense, guards all attacks. When attacking for the first time within a turn, perform a critical hit. When attacking with 12 or more key, gets 100% to attack. When activating the active skill, or when attacking with 24 key, gets 200% to attack. When receiving an attack, she gets 66% the defense for every key. So this works differently than Caulifla's. Caulifla's, you need to get key spheres obtained. So once she gets 23 key spheres obtained, the entire field, like we went over earlier, she gets guaranteed dodge. This ability works for every key that Kale has. So once Kale has 24 key, she will have her full defense up, and I think it's like over 1500% the defense. So, and that seems to be where most of her defense is coming from. Yeah, because she doesn't get defense here. She has that, but you know, we went over her super attack effect, and she has no defense there either. So this is the bulk of her defense. Then with 6 or more key spheres obtained, she launches 2 additional super attacks, and then with 23 key spheres obtained, she launches 2 additional super attacks. So once Caulifla changed that entire field to physical orbs, you can get that with Kale, and then she'll have this with this, and then let's say you use her active skill on that given turn, she could do like 7 supers. It's crazy the amount of supers that Kale can do if you get like on that initial turn. It's insane. So Kale's active skill can be activated upon entering the attacking turn once only, be it before or after the reversible exchange. Cause ultimate damage to the enemy. Mind you, her first attack is a critical hit, so she's going to, if you use the active skill with Kale, guaranteed critical. Get 6 key and then 40% to attack in battle. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of attack to give a character on an active skill. Yes. So y'all can get a laugh out of this. Usually this would be like a 55% showcase, but your boy made a blunder and I fed in the dupe. Yeah. So we have her here at 69%. This is the build that I'm going with. I'm probably going to focus on dodge. As you can see, I gave her mostly dodge and then probably secondary additional. Crit, I feel like crit could be good because they'd have no crit. They have no super effective against all types. Caulifla anyway doesn't. Kale does, and I feel like that's why I feel like you could build up a decent amount of crit with Kale because, oh, I meant to go over this earlier. Their 18 key effect, you could tag over and it still would transfer over to other characters. So let's say on turn 6, we tag over to Kale. She does her 18 key super. On turn 8, we could tag back over to Caulifla, and then now Caulifla will have that 26% chance to crit. So those effects do transfer over to, you know, the other character as well, and then vice versa. Kale can get the dodge if we attack with Caulifla. So I mean, like, you could find there's ways to build up crit with this character. Link set is Super Saiyan, Battlefield Diva, Warriors Universe 6, Prepare for Battle, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Standard Super Saiyan link set. You know, you got your generic Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power links. Now, when it comes to Kale, Kale has no key. If you don't use Kale's active skill, she has no key. As we saw on her passive, she doesn't get no key from the basic. She doesn't get any key when attacking. She doesn't even build up key. Mostly, Kale's key links is going to come from links like Battlefield Diva, where you're getting 3 key. Warriors of Universe 6, I think you get 2 key. You know, Tournament of Power, you're getting 3 key, right? Yeah, 3 key. So like, having these links up at level 10 is very important for Kale, because that's how Kale gets her key. As we can see, they're on a bunch of teams. I mean, just a quick glance, they're on like 16. Yeah. And oh, another thing when it comes to this character, gee, I am yapping. We are 10 minutes. This recording is about to hit 10 minutes and we ain't even got to the showcase yet. I am on a yap session. Hold on. Another thing, this character has no restrictions. There is no restrictions on either side of this character. So, like, I mean, like, let's just go ahead and just want to show y'all Kale. No restrictions at all. The only restriction that you could possibly say is that you want Kale to get 24 key so she can get this. But there's no category restrictions. So any team that they can be ran on, and I think they're on 5, they got their 220 team. They're on hits 220%. AGL Gogeta's 220%. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku's 220%, and then Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. On all of those teams, you can run this character because there's no restrictions. I love that about this character. So what we're going to do initially is showcase them on their own team. We're going to hop into the all-out battle versus Super Saiyan Blue Goku because I feel like that fight has a Universe 6 mission. So, I mean, like, if you're struggling with that fight, you can take a team like this. I mean, this character, just want to show this character off. It's going to be real busted in this event because when she's facing a Pure Saiyan or Universal Survival Saga enemy, guaranteed dodge. So she's going to dodge everything, and then same thing with her SSR. You know, when you're facing a Universal Survival Saga or Pure Saiyan enemy, just guaranteed dodge. So, I mean, this is going to be, you know, really good showcase fight for this character. So let's go ahead and see what they look like. All right, so here we are on Caulifla's turn here. She did start out on the second turn. So that's her new battle motion. That battle motion is real nice. Let's look at that again. Yeah, I like her battle motion a lot. Okay, so we can take advantage of her, you know, guaranteed dodge for the first attack targeted towards her because Goku's only attacking one time before we attack. Usually this Goku does super right away in slot 1, so I'm going to assume that that attack is going to be the super attack, and then she's just going to dodge it. So let's go ahead and just showcase that ability. Let's give her all this. Give that to hit. And then we'll give this to the friend. The friend is rainbow, so this would be a good comparison between a rainbowed one and a 69% one. Like I said, we're going to guarantee dodge this. Y'all know the rules. Deflects. So we start out at 11 million. Remember, she still has to build up for every attack performed. But yeah, right away, damage is going to be low. Damage is going to be low for this character. I think the damage is really going to pick up once Kale shows up. I think once Kale shows up and starting from turn 6. Okay, so we got the hidden potential system. That's good. That's good. Remember, we're stacking up dodge from her super attack effect, so that's good. And then we got hit. I still think, well, this is, you know, post Ssj2 for the Tech Caulifla and Kale. I think those two characters, Hit and the Tech Caulifla and Kale, are the two best characters on Universe 6. I feel like the LR is probably the third best. Yeah, the third best. I don't know what other character. Trash Can Geta is the third. No. Okay. I do think the LR is the third best character. I think the LR on the Universe 6 team works really well once you can, like, double use the support. I'm not going to do that this video, but, like, for the next video, you know, spoiler alert, when we showcase the Tech Caulifla and Kale, I'm going to run this same team. Probably going to take on this same event. And we're going to use Caulifla's double active skill and get that 16% to attack and defense for all Universe 6 characters. That's, I think, that's going to be huge for Hit and Caulifla whenever we fuse. Let's do this. Oh, we don't need to showcase this turn. So we'll just cut here, then we'll show back up on the next turn when we have Caulifla again. So I'll see y'all then. Alright, so here we are back on Caulifla's turn here. And Goku, unfortunately, is attacking 2 times before we attack. That first attack, she's going to dodge. Now, that second one, all she'll have active is she still has that 26% from her 18 key super attack effect. But after that, we only have we'll have the 60% damage reduction before receiving an attack. So she'll have that. And then hidden potential system, dodge. So let's put her in slot 1 to see how she handles that. Because like I said, this Goku does super a lot in slot 1. If he used the normal first, then that second attack will be a super. So let's see. Give that to hit. And then we got to give Trash Geta his super attack. Okay, so the super is right away. Go ahead and get your flex in. Yes, Lord. And then we'll, oh, we just got the dodge on that one as well. So now she's fully built up at 17. 69%. 17. I still think that's kind of low. I like for that number to be around like 20. Maybe like 21 million. For like a 69% of one dupe character. I would like to see that to be around like 21 million. Now we're talking. Now we're respectable damage. You know what I'm saying? 17 still kind of low. It sucks. Okay. I like that they're not just going the traditional 4 turns reversible exchange, which in this character's case, I think it would have been better if you can just use it right away. Like the same change I would make for Goku and Frieza for the 10th anniversary, I would apply to this character as well. Like, we should be able just to tag over to Kale turn 1. You know what I'm saying? Just turn 1, we have access to both their active skills. Yes, please. Because I just feel like waiting to turn 6 to get the Kale, man, that's a stretch. That is a stretch. Okay, so this is the friend. Friend is Rainbow. Man, I really do like that battle motion. I like how she does like the if you remember from the anime, the tingly back sensation. I like how she kind of does that little motion. Yeah, I like her battle motion. I'm ready to see Kale's battle motion, which we'll see that next turn. Ooh, speaking of that, gotta have our animations. All right, so let's do this. The friend, how many attacks did the friend do? Okay, so the friend did do 3 attacks. Okay, good. So the friend is also fully built up. Friend is rainbowed. I think I should show that. Friend rainbow. This, ooh. You already see the build. I don't recommend this build. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. Because, like I said, Kale doesn't show up to turn 6. Caulifla's main gimmick is dodge. I don't recommend this build. Links decent. You know, we got some 10s, we got 2 level 6s. So, but Rainbow, was that an attack equip? Let me double check. Yeah, so the friend does have an attack equip, so they're gonna do a little uptick in their damage here. So let's see. These are dodges. Like I said, once you're facing that Universal Survival Saga Pure Saiyan enemy, guaranteed dodge. That's a busted ability. I'm not gonna flex. Yeah, I can't flex on a guaranteed dodge. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't feel right. Like Goku's like, what do I do? Ref, do something. Like it just doesn't feel right when you got the guaranteed dodge and you're flexing. And nah, it just doesn't feel right. All right, so what does the friend give us? What you looking at? What you looking at? 22. That's what I want mine to look like. 22. Huh. Okay. So I think here's the plan that I'm going to do. I'm going to use Kale's active skill with mine. So once Kale shows up next turn, we're just going to pop her active skill. We're going to get the 6 key and we're going to get that major attack buff with mine. And now with the friend, I'm going to use Caulifla's active skill to get the support. So that's, I think, is what I'm going to do. Best friends forever. Best friends forever. Ring. Alright, so I want to see Kale's battle motion. Okay, so there's her ability to change the entire field to physical orbs. Now, how do I feel about this ability? I think it's the ability would be 100 times stronger if it was tied to her active skill. Because when you run her off her team, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could put her in slot 1, she'd get guaranteed dodge. Broken ability. But let's say you're in a fight that cancels dodge. You can easily go over to Kale. I think Kale's gonna tank it really well. You know, max defense, guard. I think she'll be fine defensively. But I just wish it was tied to an active skill, because let's say in a situation like this where we want to put her in slot 2, we can't give her 23 key to get the guaranteed dodge. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have easily tied to active skill, popped the active skill in slot 2 after we got an orbs for the slot 1 character, pop the active skill in slot 2, change the entire field of orbs. Now we can get that ability in slot 2. Like, this is a slot 1 ability. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish it was tied to her active skill. But enough of me yapping. Let's take a look here at Kale's battle motion. I don't know about Kale's. I like Caulifla because she actually is like doing like a motion, like a power up motion. Kale doesn't do that. Like, Kale just stands there. I guess she's like doing this, and then she prepares for battle. Let me know who has the better battle motion. I'm going with Caulifla I think her battle motion is crazy. So let's get hit. Let's do hit first. Perfect. Now we could use hits active skill to get the Ghost Usher, and I think I will do that so we can give Kale all of these orbs after we use her active skill, just to see all the attacks that she's going to do. So I think that's going to be the play. So let's go ahead and use Kale's active skill here. Ooh, that's nice. Oh my god. Oh, dude. What was that? Bro, Kale looked clean as hell. I'm sorry, I'm talking during the active skill. Let me shut up. I gotta be real nonchalant. Alright, so let's go ahead. We can cut these off now. And then let's go ahead and use hits active skill. And then we'll get that Ghost Usher ability. My beat skip is untimable. So then, like I said, what we're gonna do here, get her to full field. So we did our active skill. Now we're gonna do the initial super, and then we're gonna do 2 more supers because we got 6 or more key. 2 more supers after that because we got the 23 key spheres obtained. And then we're gonna get the hidden potential system. Hopefully we get that as a super within a turn. Just already. That's what, 8 attacks? 2 for the initial, the hidden potential system, 7 attacks. Dude, let's see it. Alright, let's see the damage, Kale. 27. Goku. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now it's only gonna go. It's gonna go higher because next turn we're going to use Caulifla's active skill with the friend to get the support. Yeah, and this Kale is gonna do this. Just throwing that little key. Kale was like, here. Yeah, well, I'm telling you, once Kale show up and you pop that active skill and you get those 23 key spheres, she's just gonna be attacking and attacking and attacking and attacking. So like on a given turn like that, maybe having crits not so bad. I do think that you should prioritize dodge with this character. Then after that, excuse me. Then after that, you can go like, if you want to split it and maybe have like 10 plus additional and 10 plus dot, I mean 10 plus crit and 10 plus additional. I like that as well. And then maybe have like 20 plus dodge. I do like that build as well. Caulifla's active skill. Let's go. Oh. That's my fault. That's my fault. I'm gonna reset. We're gonna come back and we're actually gonna play the animation. So that's my fault. I'll take that L. We're gonna come back and we're gonna play the animation again. All right. So I'll see y'all there. All right. So here we are back on Caulifla's turn. Yeah, we got the animation this time. So let's go ahead and check this out. You tell him, Caulifla. The power of friendship always prevails. Oh, she got the crit. 14 though. That's featherweight damage. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to see. I want to see Kale versus Goku Super. Now Goku, this Goku doesn't really. I feel like he doesn't hit that hard. So, like I think Kale's gonna take the Super for double digits. But I am curious to see. Yeah, double digits. That's a little snack. 30. And that's just with Caulifla's active skill. 30 for Kale. Remember, her first attack is a guaranteed crit. And it's, once again, she's just going to be super attacking and super attacking. Now, this is the third one. And here's the fourth one. Oh. Goku. What do we say about that dodge? Stop it. Kill. What a crit. Normal. Kale. Don't do that again. Yeah, this character's doing no damage. No damage. As you can see, yeah. 2 million. Yeah, we're going to be in this vent for a minute. Yeah, they're doing no damage. The tech Cauliflas are doing. You know, especially the SSR. Wow, no damage. Metal Man, Metal Trash Can. He does no damage either. What was the purpose of this character? Why did they design him like that? He is so bad. Magetta's the only... They gave Magetta support. Let me show y'all this, man. I gotta talk about it every time we run a Metal Trash Can. So Magetta... Look, Magetta's so trash, I didn't get his... They gave my man 6 links in 2025. They gave him 6 links. Make it make sense, no God. Please. Please. Oh, we can rainbow Magetta. Nice, okay. Look, Magetta's so trash, I didn't even focus on his links, bro. I'm not getting him the 10. I'm not. No. Magetta gets support, right? So look, all allies get 20% defense. And then Universe 6 characters get 20% attack. That's good. When attacking with 12 or more ki. What? So he has to do an attack just to get the support? What? Magetta's a slot 3 character. That support is not going to be active at all. Now what they could have did was make this 2 turns. Now we're talking. It would just been the following turn where he got the support. But no, Magetta... He has support that's basically, you're never going to see it unless you run a Dokkan event. You know what I'm saying? And then he has this. After he gets hit with a super attack, he doesn't even need to get hit. I remember seeing a video, I think it was from Truth. Magetta dodged a super, came back on the next turn and was sealed. I mean, he was stunned. So once Magetta's targeted with a super attack, he is stunned for three turns. This turned into a Magetta rant. Let me stop. Okay. So this is mine. I do want to hop over to Caulifla because I'm curious to see what Caulifla's damage is going to look like. Now that we use Kale's active skill and got that 40% attack, I am curious to see what her damage is going to look like. Now, there is one thing. I don't know if she has that 6 turn ability. We might have lost that. So we might not see her at full. Oh, why am I flexing? I told you I wasn't going to flex on the guaranteed super dodge. I probably should put her in slot 1 to get that. Yeah. And once Goku falls below 50% HP, he does double super. We just got lucky enough that he double supered in slot 1. 18. Yeah, she didn't have her full passive up. She needs to dodge to get that up again. Yeah, as you can see, her numbers went from like that 4.9 million jump to like 7.5 million. So yeah, she didn't have her full passive up. Okay. Okay. So we'll have to wait one more rotation so we can see Caulifla fully built up with Kale's active skill buff. So all right. So what we looking like this turn? We actually could. Remember, you want to get Kale 6 orbs so she can do 2 guaranteed additionals. But then here's the thing. As you guys can see here, if we get this with Kale, she would only get 23 ki. Remember what I told y'all about the ki with Kale? You can see it now. Kale really, like, look. Just no, like, we can't even get her 23 ki. If we do this, can we get it? Nope. Jesus. Hit doesn't have prepare for battle. No, yeah, shocking speed. Yeah, we are not able to get 23 key for Kale. So let's tag over to Caulifla. And let's... Do we do this? Yeah, I guess we could do this. Because with Caulifla, it doesn't matter. We can set up, oh, we better get a Dokkan attack. Oh, we'll get that next turn. Okay. So yeah, like I said, Kale, as y'all can see, yeah, she can struggle for key. She can struggle for key. Caulifla's gonna be fine because Caulifla gets 6 key. Plus the if you use her active skill, she's giving the entire team 1 key. So like, yeah, she's gonna be fine with key. Kale could use some key. Kale can also. This is a dot. Yup. Now Kale, when it comes in terms of her super attack effects, I truly believe that they could have gave her 30% defense for 1 turn on both of her super attack effects. Giving her no defense, because like we potentially guaranteed dodge. Y'all know the rules. Y'all get a 1 flex. Potentially, the meta could be changing, and within the next, I would say about the next month, because we will be getting a new global Dokkan campaign. So like, we could see a potential meta shift, and like, it's going to be very interesting to see what those fights entail. Are they going to continue with like giving some of these fights dodge canceling, because they gave us dodge canceling during the 10th anniversary because they realized how strong dodge was, right? They realized how strong of an ability dodge is, so they said, okay, to counter that, we're going to release these fights that cancel dodge. But then what Dokkan did, which I think is very funny, they then proceeded to drop Hit, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, Pikkon, this LR, Caulifla, and Kale. All 4 of these characters want to dodge, and Dokkan's like, yeah, here's dodge canceling. Not every difficult fight is dodge canceling, but there are some that do cancel dodge. So let's go here, because we are about to get the Dokkan attack. So let's do this. We can get the Dokkan attack. Ooh, excuse me. 2 Caulifla there, and then we can have just trash can Magetta. Give that support to thin air, boy. Alright, so I'm curious to see what the damage looked like this turn. So what does our damage down at the bottom say? 24. Now that's where I'm like, okay, that's respectable for the level of character that I have. 69%, 24 million. I like that. I like that. I think how I'm going to use this character moving forward is for every time I run this character on their team. So if we're running Universe 6, I'm going to double Caulifla active skill to give the support, because that support is so strong. Now hear me out. Once we run them off their team, AGL, Gogeta, hold on. Yes, sir. I'm gonna stay flexing because my girl got me. She double-digited it, tanked it, no dodge. My confidence. I was already still flexing. I thought we was gonna get another dodge. I was wrong. But what I was saying was, when I run them off their team, so like let's say I run them on Gogeta's team, or if I run them on Hit's team, Hit maybe I could see myself still using that because her active skill will still buff both the hits. But let's say you run them on a team that doesn't have a lot of Universe 6 category allies. You use Kale's active skill and just give this character massive damage increase, because the only person, let's say you run them on a team where they are the only Universe 6 character, you're only giving them the support. Like, what? No. Let's swap back over to Kale here. Can we get Kale 6 orbs? Maybe we do this. Okay. Well, let's not do that. Let's do this, and then we'll see if we get another turn, which we should. We get another turn, and we'll use my Kale to finish off the fight. Goku, that don't work, man. That don't work. I kind of feel bad for Goku. We kind of cheesed the hell out of Goku. Goku supers right away, and we just brought two characters that just guaranteed dodge. You know, Dokkan released a character like that and never gave another character that ability. Just free dodge? Free. For free. 25. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Goku. I'm fine with that because, I mean, we'll for sure get another turn for my Kale to finish off the fight. But yeah, Dokkan never released another character that had an ability similar to that, where they're facing an enemy and they get guaranteed dodge. Because they realize how strong of an ability that was. Like, that's crazy. And the craziest thing is not that, it's the SSR has that ability as well. Like, the SSR has that ability. What? Dokkan. You dirty dogs. Alright, Kale, do your attacks here. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what Tech, Caulifla, and Kale are going to look like on this team. I'm ready to get into their showcase, which will probably be the next video that I'll record. Probably have that one out. My plan is to get this one out tonight. If not tonight, it'd be like early in the morning. We'll see. But then I do really want to hop right into the Ssj2 showcase as well, because I'm looking forward to see how. I want to show y'all how strong that character is. So let's do this. Can we give this to Kale? Kale might kill Goku before he even attacks us. I'm being dead ass. Go ahead and do your thing, Kale. 29. Remember I told y'all, when we first got her, she was at like, what, 25, 27? You can see the jump from the active skill support. And mind you, we don't have links like Super Saiyan or Legendary Power Up. Those are attack links. I think we have like 4 out of 7. Battlefield Diva, things like that. Warriors Universe 6. So, I mean, that's the character. I think the character, once Kale shows up, y'all can see I'm having fun once Kale shows up. Caulifla, I think Caulifla, we'll talk about it at the character recap, so I'll see y'all then. Alright, so here we are at the characters recap. I think the character is really good. I really do. I think this character is really good. I still feel like that their team is, like I said, on the cusp. They need one more Ssj or Super Ssj. I truly wish that Dokkan didn't restrict themselves to characters releasing. Okay, so how the Ssj schedule release works for Dokkan, characters that released in 2023, you know, cannot Ssj until the anniversary characters that year Ssj. So this year we saw it. No 2022 character Ssj'd at all until the 7th anniversary LRs. So the LR Super Saiyan 4s and the LR Gods. After they Ssj'd, then as you can see, we got Path to Power Kid Goku. We got was it another character that Ssj'd from that year? Oh yeah, STR Goku Gohan, the AGL Cell, things like that. I wish Dokkan didn't restrict themselves to that and maybe waited a year. So I would say like how Legends does it. Legends gives Zenkais within like a year period for like certain characters. Now, I wish Dokkan would have did something similar to that, because I feel like that AGL Berserker Kale could have got an Ssj and really helped out this team a lot. But she won't get her Ssj to next year. And who knows, by the time next year, Universe 6 might not be, you know, Hit might be phased out. This LR might be phased out. You know, the Tech, Caulifla, and Kale could be phasing out. So, like, they'll have to revamp the entirety of Universe 6 again if they want to Ssj that Kale. So, you see what I'm saying? Like, if they didn't restrict themselves, we could have had Berserker Kale Ssj. Boom. Now Universe 6 is a competitive team. So, I wish that Dokkan didn't restrict themselves to those Ssj restrictions, but
I mean, that's the route they took, so we gotta live with it. So I'm saying so a lot. Gotta switch up the vocab. I gotta become real nonchalant. Oh, what am I doing? This recording is already 45 minutes. I'm just here talking at this point. Excuse me. I think we're gonna end the video off here. Like I said, we saw some good stuff. I think the LR is good. I really do. Let me know what y'all think of this character down below. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.